Tulip time is springtime in the Netherlands. From all over the world, visitors flock to the annual Festival of Flowers held in the tiny town of Lisse. You'd have to feel pretty old, well, at least over 85, not to enjoy yourself here. Even the gardens in Lisse put on a special display for the visitors, setting a standard that'd be hard to beat anywhere outside of Texas. There they grow oil wells in their gardens. The highlight of the festival is perhaps the parade of decorative floats, and here they come. Seeing this in CinemaScope is nearly as good as an overseas holiday. Travel is a wonderful way of enjoying life. And enjoyment, of course, also means Stuyvesant. Introduced into the Netherlands by the American Cigarette Company, Stuyvesant was received with such enthusiasm that within 3 months it became the Netherlands' largest selling filter cigarette. To DuQuoin State Fair to see America's finest trotters compete in the racing classic of the year, the Hambletonian, the world's richest harness horse race with stake money of over $111,000. Waiting in the packed stands, the crowds watch the country's best drivers take their racing trim sulkies to the start behind the ingenious mobile gate. They're at the ready. And they're off to a perfect start, pounding down the baked clay track in a fast gait. America's top sulky drivers jockeying for position. Wheels spin faster and faster with the increasing pace of the superbly fit trotters. Past the stands they go, where excited spectators cheer on their own favorites. The tension mounts as wheel to wheel and neck to neck, these trained to the second racing units battle to gain a lead. Now with a final burst of speed, giving it everything they've got, they come in for the last stretch and an exciting finish. And here comes the winner, flashing past the post in grand style to an ovation from the crowd. What a race it's been! The thrill of a lifetime, enjoyed by over 25,000 spectators. In New York, on this beautiful summer's day, one of the most thrilling and rewarding ways of seeing the city and its famous skyline is from the river, on a boat trip around Manhattan. Gazing at the inspiring Statue of Liberty and the towering skyline, which never fails to thrill sightseers, we marvel at the wondrous things that have happened since New Amsterdam was established in 1653. We cruise on past the Brooklyn Bridge with Lower Manhattan in the background, including the famed Peter Stuyvesant housing project, and on to a magnificent view of the United Nations and General Assembly buildings on East River Drive. That's the Empire State Building in the center, looming high over the teeming city. Traveling north, we reach the Williamsburg Bridge, and soon after, we gain an impressive view of the city, now strangely hushed, with apartment buildings glinting in the summer sun. From the George Washington Bridge, we move on to the piers, where the world's great ocean liners berth. It's been a fascinating cruise. The sun is setting, and in a short while, New York will present this brilliant picture of a city after dark, a city that never sleeps. For New York relaxes under the bright lights of Times Square and Broadway. The great white way that fills the Manhattan sky with the glow of a million lights that beckons to the passerby with the promise of a first-rate evening's entertainment in one of Broadway's many legitimate theaters. Or a movie in some of the most luxurious and largest movie houses in the world. New York provides entertainment to suit all tastes. Grand opera at the Metropolitan, or soft lights and sweet music at internationally famous clubs where celebrities constantly rub shoulders. You're standing on Fifth Avenue in front of the tallest building in the world. This is the Empire State Building, where 50,000 people come to work and another 40,000 come to marvel every single day. In this building, there are 7 miles of elevator shafts, and one of these cars will whisk you up into the sky at the rate of 1,200 feet a minute. You're now 1,250 feet above the sidewalks of New York, where Americans and visitors alike come to enjoy the panoramic view of the metropolis. On a clear day, it is possible to look across the city to Long Island, where Peter Stuyvesant cigarettes are manufactured for the American market. Wherever you find Stuyvesant, you find enjoyment.